Hey everybody, it's your girl the Gransberry. I finally picked a blender, and as some of you asked, can you please give us your reviews on the blender? So I'm going to check out my blender and all of my accessories just for you and try out a few things to see if it's everything that you guys said it was and everything that they said it was. So let's unbox this blender. Box. Here's our gouger. Oh, look at her. She's a beauty. Look, this looks like a bunch of margaritas. You know, a good smoothie party for the vegan life. I'm not in the vegan life. I like vegan food, but I'm not in the vegan life, so let's be clear. Ooh, this base is kind of big and heavy. Oh, this is truly professional grade. Vitamix, I see you. I see you. So I have the white one. Let's see. As you can see, it does come in different colors, but I picked the white because it would just be more universal for me. I'm not really that gung-ho about a certain kitchen color. So if I change my mind about my kitchen color next year or next month, this will still work. So it came with tons of accessories. That's what I picked. That's the package I picked. It has a nice quote-unquote smoothie book, recipe book for soups. It came with different carrying cups for drinks you can make. This is probably your more insulated one, so hot and cold would do better in here. And it's got a very stable top. As you see, you won't necessarily drop your drink and lose it all. And this is probably, as soon as you make it, you probably want to drink it because it's very thin, not heavily insulated, just a good grip on it. And of course, this is so you don't destroy your blades and you may need to mix some things up, stir them around. This is probably really handy because I've had blenders before and you know, you trying to get your good spoon, a wood spoon, and you start the blender back and then you break your spoon, you bend your blades. Good idea, Vitamix, good idea. And what was really cool, a scale. And the scale is Bluetooth. Comes with the little stand for you to put your iPad or your phone on. So let's make something. That's the whole point, right? Let's make something. Okay, so we're just gonna make a quick smoothie with some of my favorite fruits and for me to share one of my secret ingredients that I use to make it quickly. So we have ice, of course. I have apple juice, pressed apple juice. I did already buy it pressed. I did not press it. I used filtered water. And so for those of you that know that I am a water snob, it is not my alkaline water that I drink for hydration. I use bottled water for all cooking and boiling and of course to make a smoothie. Not sharing the brand with you today because it doesn't matter. It's all about the Vitamix blender. And then I have some fruit, mangoes, pears, and strawberries. And then my secret favorite ingredient, which is baby food. Now, definitely you cannot get baby food when you buy a smoothie out in public. But most of the baby foods at HEB that are this type, they have two different types of fruit and a vegetable. So this is how I sneak in a vegetable if I don't want to buy a whole bag of kale or spinach. I just buy something that has one of those two in it and then voila. So, baby food. You can use as much or as little as you want, and this is the consistency. And again, part of the reason I did the apple juice and water is because most smoothies, yes, they are high in sugar. I'm not a health nut, but I like to save some of my sugars for other fun things like desserts and alcohol. Hey, I'm old enough to drink. So I split it out and use half water, half juice, whatever juice. This is not about me telling you how to make a smoothie. This is about the blender. So if you don't like my ingredients, pick you a couple of different fruits, get you some juice or water, yogurt, all that fancy protein stuff you like, and make your own. But right now, we're gonna make the one I said. So, hey, We're gonna use speed 1. Oh, okay, shooky now, slow down. This is awesome, I'm in love. I'm in love with the blender. Okay, I'm gonna make the almond butter next. Okay, so we're gonna try almond butter, which is fairly simple. You need almonds, but you need roasted almonds, so don't stick unroasted almonds in your blender and blame me. Every recipe I read said make sure they are roasted. So if yours are not roasted, you need to put them in the oven for a good amount of time. Find your own recipe. This is not a recipe show. This is about the Vitamix. This is the container that they're in, it's an attachment, and it has a separate blender piece so that you don't have to use the full cup size or the big blender part attachment. So there's a smaller attachment that fits just for this. One thing you'll notice you have to make sure is that your blender, it'll have like an X out sign right here in a little circle. It's a digital screen. You can't see this right now, but I'm telling you this because if you get that, that means your blender will not blend. So until your attachment is on properly, you won't have the option to start. So I'm gonna try to make some almond butter right quick. I added a little avocado oil to my almonds to give them a little help. Whew, let's hope we don't go wild. I'm on level 1. Use this attachment. Should have got a spoon. Oh my gosh. Pure almond butter. Oh my God, it smells so good. Okay. I have the right to eat it because it's mine. All I need now is some crackers and bread, and I can make a sandwich. You know what's good about this? People who don't like things that expire or they hate having too much, you basically can make you enough almond butter just to make you a sandwich or a snack. Clean this little part out, clean out your blade, and good to go. You don't have to make a whole lot if you don't want to. So the recipe called for 4 cups. I only made 1 cup because I didn't want to waste a bunch of almond butter. So that's why you don't see it full. I didn't use a full recipe. I shortened the recipe to basically 1 serving for me. So this is just enough for me. It's got a really good creamy consistency, just like almond butter in the store that you make. But now you don't have to do that. You just have to get you a blender. No, you just have to get you a Vitamix blender. Now, this attachment, as you saw, I made the almond butter with it. This same attachment will make an individual smoothie, so you don't have to make bigger smoothies or have extra smoothie stuff left over. So I'm gonna make a smoothie in just this cup using this attachment. And then you can see how you can still make a smoothie on the go and leave in the morning without having to worry about you made too much and you gotta clean up the whole blender as opposed to if you were having blender use for a party. So we're gonna try that. Okay, I'm gonna use the same small attachment that I used for the almond butter, which is really good, by the way. I think I'm gonna make some more of that later. So these insulated cups, they can also go on here to be used to make just an individual smoothie. So take the top off. I just did with some fruit and juice. This is not a health smoothie, so don't look for anything green. I don't even have ice in it. So let's see how that works. This is the easiest way. Just go ahead and attach whatever you're gonna use to the blade attachment because it's inside, so you shouldn't hurt yourself. If you put it on right, you put it on good. Make sure it's sealed because like I said, this will not let you blend if you don't have it on right. So get my attachment in there good. See if I got my magic light. Hi, no problem. I'm on speed 1. Bam, you ready to head out the door? Out the door. Taste it. Oh my God. You can't taste this, but it's good. And I know I keep saying everything good, but usually what I come up with is good anyway. But this is perfect. Perfect for single people. Just blend you one little smoothie. Now, because it blended down, you could add more ingredients and blend it again. But this was good enough for me. So I'm going to enjoy my smoothie and my almond butter. And you can go ahead and get you a Vitamix so you can be in this crew too. Bye.